You are now tuned in to the From Earth podcast with your host, Julius from Earth. Check us out on any of the major digital streaming platforms or on our website at fromearthpodcast.buzzsprout.com. And as always, thank you for tapping in. It's really good. Esso is feeling good. Esso is in the building.
He's back.
There is.
About time, yo.
back.
The homie is off of IR.
I had to come back.
Off of injured reserve.
You know, they gave me a good contract, so I'm back.
Sheesh, man, I was missing my guy.
This guy, man.
I knew I was gonna catch some flack because I ain't bring him no soup.
Yeah, man.
Terrible.
You find out who your friends are, bro. You
It's
find
funny,
out who they are.
it's funny because y'all clown me when I said it at the time, and ever since then, B been on his deathbed.
Yeah.
He was on IR.
Yeah.
Both of y'all came back like, yo, why I ain't get no soup?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
But y'all clown me when I
because
said
you
it,
was
though.
like, yo, I would definitely bring y'all soup.
Yeah, but
Like, I
y'all
would
clown me when I said it. So
we
it was
clown
like
you for everything.
it was the same
bro.
thing as like with the blanket. Like I told you, I would give y'all
Nah,
blankets.
you're not
if y'all,
giving me a blanket.
See,
You
that's what
ain't
I'm saying.
tucking
Now,
me
now
in.
you've gone too far.
Nah,
You ain't talking about
that's
coming to my
exactly
bedroom,
why-
staying next to me, tucking me in. Tell me,
That's-
all right,
like, what are you
good?
talking
That's
about, bro?
exactly why y'all ain't getting no soup. Y'all not getting no blankets.
Yo.
That's exactly why.
Terrible.
Y'all ungrateful, man.
I need a new brother.
Black people, man. Black people.
Here we go. Here we go.
That's
So
why
how
I have
you
no black-
feeling, man?
That's
How
why I have
you
no black
feeling,
friends.
Yo, we're gonna get into that one day. We really gonna get into that one day because that's a topic of discussion for you. I swear it is. But for real though, so how you feeling?
Nah, man, I'm feeling good. I was feeling good then. It was just, the minor, whatever congestion it is, but I'm back. I was a
You
full fledged.
I know.
Nah,
You
that ass, bro.
lying,
That
bro.
ass.
Minor congestion.
Listen,
Yo.
My man was quiet in the group chat.
Quiet.
Crickets.
that's
Yeah.
because I had nothing to do.
His
Nah.
thumbs was broken.
I thought about all my life choices in 2 weeks.
He was in the fetal position,
2
curled up,
weeks. I was with American flags, singing
body
Boy George.
slathered in Vicks Vapor Rub.
Vicks.
You know what I'm
Vapo
saying?
rub.
Yeah,
Shout out to Puerto Rico for Vicks Vapor
For
Rub.
real though. The remedy, that and tussin, right?
That's
That's the remedy for everything.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ginger ale.
Ginger
Hell
ale
yeah.
for real.
You
Ginger
know what I
ale.
mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the home remedies though on the low. Real quick, let's stay here real quick. Everybody, episode 64 from Earth Podcast.
Yeah.
I'm the host, Julius from Earth, here with the homie Esoteric,
Thank you. Love y'all.
MB
What's
Davis.
happening?
Nah, but for real, the home remedies when you get sick, like it's nothing like what your grandma used to make or what your
man.
grandma used to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna bypass my mama because my mama took care of me too. But really, it was passed down from like the grandparents.
Yeah.
You know how they was like, listen, you gonna take some Robitussin,
Mm-hmm.
you gonna have some ginger ale,
Yep.
you gonna eat some crackers,
Mhm.
you gonna lay up and swaddle in this blanket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or the vapor rub.
Yup.
You're
You're gonna watch Family Feud.
you gonna watch Family Feud.
That's part of
you
the
gonna watch
remedy.
Jeopardy.
That's
Yeah.
part of the remedy.
That is part of the remedy.
Yeah.
Yup.
And you're not gonna say nothing. You don't get a say on what comes on TV.
Yeah.
It ain't no cartoons.
Yeah.
You gonna watch the daytime television shows if you stay home from school.
Yep.
You feel me? Like
Kojak.
There was a lot less pandemic when he had strong black grandparents.
word,
around.
word, yo.
You know
If
what I'm
you was home from school, you was really like legit sick.
Facts.
You wasn't gonna go to the doctor.
No.
But you was legit sick.
Let's not get crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you wasn't going to
going
see
to
them
the
people.
doctor.
You wasn't
Nah.
going to see them people. But you was gonna be laid up, and you wasn't gonna be feeling too good. That was the only way.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's different, man. I take a little shot at myself, man. When it comes to sick days and stuff for like my kids, I do take a little easy on
Be
me.
soft on him.
I'm a little soft.
Terrible.
You know, they hit me. I got a little cough. I don't feel good. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna call the school.
Cancel
Oh
your
my
second
God.
semester. You'll stay home.
Yeah, but listen, man, that's kind of how. Like I think I got that from when I was younger, and I really like legitimately wasn't feeling good. If my fever wasn't like 105
Yeah.
and smoke coming off my forehead,
Exactly.
I was going to school, and I don't want my kids to have to experience
It
that.
built character.
Built character.
It did.
All right.
Listen,
well,
how many times
saying?
you hear the school shutting down because you're getting an inch of snow?
Right.
Listen, nowadays it's all different. Right now we got remote learning.
Yeah.
So it's really kind of no excuse for a kid to miss out on
Here we are.
schoolwork and stuff like that.
Facts.
This isn't where I wanted to start, but we here now.
We're here.
What we do?
I really we're not going to stay on sports long. YouTube crowd, Buzzsprout crowd, Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to that. We're gonna do 5 minutes of sports only because the NFL playoffs started recently,
Oh,
and
little sports talk.
yeah, a little sports talk. My team got bounced.
They did.
Surprise.
The Philadelphia Eagles got bounced.
Yep.
Wild card weekend to the GOAT.
The NFC East got bounced. Yes, we got it.
To the GOAT. You feel me? Like, I can't even be upset about that. My team lost to Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
B was here gloating.
Yeah, it was.
He's eating my chicken wings and shouting and screaming when Tom Brady was doing good things. And I'm
Definitely
like,
was.
I'm like, Finn.
Definitely.
Like,
Yo, but the wings was crazy though, bro.
I appreciate
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
I
The wings
appreciate
I
you.
wish I was here.
Yeah.
Yo, the invite was there, but
I
you
know, bro. Listen.
You was on injury
I
reserve.
was an IR. I'm sorry. I'm
Health and
sorry.
safety protocols,
You
bro.
know,
Nah, but we had a good time. It was a fun weekend. I'm happy that NFL weekend or playoff weekend was around.
Yeah.
And I just want to say one thing about my team, and then we can move off of sports.
Yeah.
The quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, Jalen Hurts. There's a lot of controversy right now surrounding whether or not he is a viable starting quarterback in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he is, but I think that you have to kind of kick the tires on well-known free agents, i.e., Russell Wilson. If he can be not free agent, if he can be had in a trade for something that's not going to take your entire draft capital, that's where I'm at with that. I feel like you have to at least kick the tires on a Russell Wilson. If that's not available, you stick with Jalen Hurts and you ride it out.
I'm so glad fans aren't GMs sometimes.
Yeah,
facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because there were fans, this dude, who was walking around here calling Carson Wentz Ginger Jesus. You understand?
I'm gonna let you finish.
There were fans.
I'm gonna let you finish.
This dude who had several nicknames for Nick Foles, and I ain't even gonna mention what them nicknames were. You understand what I'm saying? Like the fact that y'all got that in like up for those dudes, especially Carson Wentz. Carson fucking and you're not sure if Jalen Hurts can be a guy for you. Are you serious? This is everything wrong with Philly sports. Everything.
Cool. Thank you for that. You put that so eloquently.
You're welcome.
So why are we not having this conversation about Mike Glennon?
Who?
Exactly.
Mike Glennon.
Who are we talking about?
That's my argument for football.
all
Right
right.
now.
Cool. So B,
Yeah.
first of all,
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And as a fan,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, that's short for fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I get a bit fanatical.
Do you?
All right.
Sometimes.
I don't apologize for that.
Ginger Jesus.
That comes with the territory of being a Philadelphia sports fan.
Yeah.
All right. That comes with
Delusion.
that territory. Being a Philadelphia sports fan is oftentimes very exhausting.
I bet.
All right.
I bet.
But I don't apologize for any of it. Yo, fly Eagles, fly go birds. Y'all know how we do. Sixers, Phillies. Y'all know how we do. Flyers. That's what we do, man. We're fanatics. So
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts is my quarterback moving forward.
There we go.
All right, that's enough for the sports talk.
That's
Y'all
my
can come back.
quarterback.
Yeah, y'all can come back now.
Facts.
I wanted to talk about I guess kind of like current day guys, right?
Oh boy.
Current day guys. We're going to talk about the whole social media thing too, because I think it's time to get to that. I'm getting to that point where it's like I'm gonna have to take a break from social media,
Yeah.
because of a lot of negativity and stuff. I'll get to that, but really, what I want to talk about is guys.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question for you, both you guys. Either one of you can jump out. Y'all can answer. Do either one of you feel like if we had to go back in time, right, before this advanced technology and all of this, and we had to be hunters and gatherers,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that you would survive in that time?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Do either one of you know how to shoot a bow and arrow?
I've shot a bow and arrow before.
Have either one of you gone hunting?
Yes.
You've hunted before?
Mhm.
Really?
Mhm.
Where'd you go?
Upstate New York. Younger.
Really?
Mhm.
Hey, man, come on, tell me the story.
I mean, you just it's
Nah, start.
Listen,
Listen,
He
yo,
pulled the chop out
All
and let
right.
it sit.
yo, my man
in the
ain't,
woods.
my man ain't been here in 2 weeks and forgot how to pod. give us the backstory. Who did you go
I was
with?
prepared for this.
See, this is the effects of COVID.
Listen, it's just effective COVID. 19 got me. No, I mean, you just go out basically, and you are dressed to the thing, and it just kind of teach you more of the patience of the activity, because you're not always going to find something, and obviously it has to be within season what you're trying to do.
Okay.
But it's much like it's basically another form of fishing, so to speak. Obviously, you're just using a different type of catch. In this case, a rifle. But yeah, I mean, it's not anything. It's not my thing. You know what I'm saying?
We are hunting deer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's it's a good thing to just pull the trigger.
You went with your pops?
No, this was some uncle. That's
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Well, Godfather more or less, but
Got you.
Yeah, I'm not much of a hunter as far as sport hunting.
Yeah, it's the thing.
I grew up. I did a lot of fishing.
Yeah,
growing up, right?
Did you?
I did.
Okay.
But I don't like eating a lot of fish, right? So I eventually started to hate those family fishing trips, right? Because I'm like, why am I out here killing fish that I don't want to eat?
Right.
This is why I never went hunting. I've eaten bear, I've eaten moose, I've eaten deer.
You've had bear?
Yeah. But it's not something I want to eat every day.
Wait, did you kill the bear? Or it was already prepared.
I mean, I slapped him up, but Nah, it was already prepared.
That's the thug coming out.
Yeah. Hey man.
No, I believe that.
He hit him with a Glock 9.
I believe that. You probably did.
He wasn't pushing P.
Bro, knock it off with the pushing P nonsense.
Had to do it. But I don't want to eat that stuff every day, right? So my thing, and especially growing up where I grew up, with the wilderness animals, all that kind of stuff, is like, why kill these animals if I'm not going to partake in eating? You know what I'm saying, for sustenance?
Yeah,
just for sport, just to kill them because they're here. Like that wasn't something I wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know who does I think that way? The bear you were hunting. I don't want to kill him because I don't want to eat him. You don't give a shit about your life. You don't care about your taxes.
All right, so you don't care about your taxes. All right, so I got to tell y'all, man, I was not a big fisherman. I wasn't an outdoorsy type of person at all.
Yeah, you
could imagine, right? Go figure. Definitely never been hunting ever in my life. Would like to do it. Actually, it's something that I'm looking forward to doing in the future. Going hunting, right? I think that there are some things that you just should know how to do.
Are we talking about animals? We're talking like the purge.
Nah, bro.
I gotta be honest. I'd be more excited about.
All right, relax.
Yes,
relax.
exactly.
Yo, we are on YouTube. All right, relax.
I can't say that.
What?
On YouTube? What? You see what kind of stuff is out there on YouTube, bro?
Bro, you're literally.
You know what video they just finished watching before they started watching this one?
You're talking about The Purge, bro.
It was a movie. I can't talk about it.
All right. Let's bring it back. You can talk about it. We can talk about it.
I mean, I'm just saying, if that was actually an option, I would partake. I would partake in that before I went hunting for bears and quails and shit.
Are you okay?
Wait?
Let's take a minute. B,
can I just say I missed this?
Yeah. Are you okay?
I don't feel like I said anything inflammatory.
Is there anything that you need to talk about that you need to discuss? I can be your pseudo therapist right now.
Nah, I feel really up.
This is therapy by proxy.
I feel up. I'm feeling really up.
You really?
Yeah.
But any minute if that little horn went off for the purge, you ready?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm
First of all, we know what squad goals is. We know where the squad's at. Like, bro,
some
you heard
beef
the horn?
is everlasting.
Yes.
Didn't you just say a few weeks ago that beef is beef?
But I was not talking about the purge.
Like,
I was not talking about
you were the one that
purge.
said, don't matter how old you are, you walk around, you gotta slap somebody, you slap somebody.
I stand by that.
But when I say I want to do a purge, it's settle down.
That's different, man. That's much different. We talking about hunting for sport.
I'm just saying.
Hunting game
I beef
for
different
sport.
than you, that's all.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, we're going to talk about this a little bit more off pod. I promise you we will. I promise you we will.
I don't understand the problem.
And then I'm making a phone call. But until then. So hunting. Never been hunting, right? I think I told y'all this story. Maybe I didn't. But for the YouTube crowd, for the podcast listeners, I'm about to give y'all a public L real quick. All right.
Yeah.
As a kid, went fishing with my younger cousin. It was an older cousin and a younger cousin, and we're in this town, local close town, fishing in a pond. So it's small, closed off or whatever. No adult supervision. Zero zilch nada, right? Just little kids going to the pond to go fishing. Walking around. My younger cousin's a little bit. He's about 3 years younger than me. Not paying attention. I'm not paying attention. We were probably out there for maybe like 2 hours. a little more than 2 hours or whatever. That's enough time. That's more than enough time to just like lose all focus,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I got hooked, bro. He went to go cast
Ah.
the rib.
Oh my God.
Caught me right in my lip.
Oh my God. That's the worst.
Right in the bottom of my lip. I didn't even feel it. All I knew is I felt like a little tug. He turned around. He looks at me. He goes, "Jules, you good? You good? You cool?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yo, you got a hook in your lip." And it goes dark from there. Story goes dark from there.
Yeah.
Right. Mind you, I'm probably like 10 years old. You know,
Yeah.
10, 11 years old. I go running back to the house where my mom, my aunts, and everybody are at because we're visiting family. Go running back to the house. I run in the house. My mom sees me. She starts screaming. Automatically, she goes into panic mode. I gotta take him to the hospital. Everybody else trying to calm her down. I'm screaming because she's screaming. I got a hook in my lip with a trickle of blood coming down. We end up not going to the hospital. We go to the doctor. Go to the pediatrician.
Of course,
Right? Because I had to make a mountain out of a molehill.
Right.
It didn't even hurt. Like let me say that. Like looking back on it now, it didn't even hurt. But it didn't matter. It was enough. I was in shock.
Right.
My mother was panicking, and because she's panicking, I'm panicking. Go to a pediatrician. It's like this little 5-minute process, bro. He takes his little pliers or whatever, clips the hook from the top with the little prongs, pulls the bottom part out, stitches it up real quick. I'm in and out in 10 minutes. In and out in 10 minutes. Gives me a lollipop because I'm a kid. Like, all right, you're good to go. I did have to get a shot, though, because my cousin did just catch a catfish right before he caught me.
Best fish ever.
Yeah. he hooked the catfish, so it was like, I think I had to get one of those little booster shots or whatever.
Yeah.
But other than that, I was good. And after that, I was like, I'm not doing nothing outdoors. Nothing.
You know what could have fixed all that, bro? Ginger ale.
Ginger ale and Tussin.
Ginger and Tussin. That's it.
That's
it.
And let there have been just one male around, one adult male around, he probably would have been like, "Yo, shut up." I think that's probably all the situation.
Don't drink all my damn ginger ale.
Yeah, I think that's probably all the situation would have called for anyway. Yeah. But listen, I'm a young kid, being raised by a bunch of women. I think that probably explains a little bit about me as an adult too. But that's neither here nor there.
Your mom would be appalled to bring nobody.
Are you all right, bro? Like, are you feeling okay right now?
I'm perfectly okay.
You're delving into your softness.
I'm in touch with my emotions.
With your feminine side.
With my emotions.
Feminine.
All right. I do not want to go on a purge and just start killing people. I'm sorry, I didn't say I'm going to redact that word and start unaliving people.
Unaliving?
All right.
I'm just saying if that's what's going on. I'm not starting it.
I'm praying for you and your mental health.
Oh my God.
All right, so
I'm about to pull an Antonio Brown and just take the jacket off. Storm out with no shirt on.
So all right. So
done with this pod.
You ain't done with it, bro. He hit me up like, "Yo, we podding, right?" Yeah, we podding, bro. I got you. Yo, SO coming, right? Yeah, SO, he's gonna be here, man. All right, yo, I got to get some stuff off my chest. I didn't know you was coming here to tell me about the purge. All right, if I knew that was going to be the case, we would have hashed this out before.
Bro, you got to understand how I live life, bro.
Yeah, I know how you live life.
I'm always like a blunt and a half away from ordering like a 6-pack of Black Air Force Ones.
Yo, I try to see you. Like, I try to keep you busy and occupied. Like, big, yo, let's run over to the bar real quick, bro. Yo, let's light up these stogies, bro. Like, I'm trying to do stuff just to keep you off the.
Let's go to the library, B. The circus is in town, but you want to
go? To keep you off the ledge. This is all strategic. All right?
Is that what it is?
This is intentional, bro.
Longwood Gardens has a fireworks show.
I'm trying to keep you away from social media. Where faux doctors can come out and just challenge
fake ass lawyers.
Faux lawyers can just challenge any and everything that you post.
Wow.
You feel me? Like it's. But now let's talk about social media real quick, right?
Let's do it, man.
Yes, sir.
So if y'all know anything about me, man, I'm heavy on social media. Recently got into TikTok, which I will say, if you're on TikTok and you start seeing like the food talk or whatever they call it with the recipes, I'm telling you, for somebody like me who's like gotta cook for myself and everything.
Yeah.
it's a gift.
I was gonna get on TikTok, but Denise said no. You know what I mean? She kind of shamed me when I said I was gonna get on TikTok. She gave me the look.
She gave you the look.
The 11-year-old look.
Yeah.
What is
She
your
looked
old
at you.
ass doing?
Yeah, yeah.
She
Well,
gave me that look.
So she hit me. She said, "Listen, it's 13 and under. Is TikTok. If you're older than that, you on there, you playing around." That's what she tells me, and I'm like, "Leave me alone. I'm the adult. I'm the parent here. I tell you what to do. You don't tell me what to do.
Right.
You feel me? But nah, food talk is cool. There's a lot of good, people doing like skits and jokes, and it's cool. Like it's
Yeah.
cool. My issue is with Twitter though, bro. Like my issue is with Twitter. Like I moved off of Facebook a long time ago.
Yeah.
I think I made this joke. I don't think my mom still listens to the pod, so I can say this now.
And this will be the episode.
Yeah, this will be the one. I moved off of Facebook because every time I posted something on Facebook, my mom was coming in there and hitting everybody with all the comments. It was something recent, actually. I think it was the 10-year challenge joint. That's what it was.
My God.
Oh my God.
The 10-year challenge where you post a picture of yourself 10 years ago and yourself now, right?
Yeah.
And so I did that, and the first picture had her in it. So, people on there like, oh, this is such a nice picture, blah, blah, blah. Yo, my mom is acting like a celebrity on Facebook. Fam, I didn't even tag her. And she's like, somehow she's seeing all the comments.
She has a linked
And
account.
she's like, oh, thank you so much. I love my family.
Oh my God.
I'm like, yeah, I had to mute the post, bro. I was like, I can't. Listen, I love my mama, yo. I promise you I do.
Throw the whole social media out.
Throw that whole thing away, bro.
This is why I'm not friends with my mother on any social media.
Yo, I'm learning, but it's
Facts.
crazy
This is
because I
why.
haven't even really been on Facebook that long.
Yeah.
So I'm learning that you can like mute different posts and everything. It's just too much work.
Can we talk about that post? Because you look hella different too, bro.
With me?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. You
Yeah,
talking
let's
about
talk
so when I the 10 years before is the one where I had the locks.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was rocking a little gray cardigan with the
You look a
with
whole
the
nother
J's,
person.
With the J's. I had my daughters in the pic.
Little glow up. Look at you.
And
you know what?
yeah. 10
Got a
years.
little glow
10
up.
years is a lot of time. A lot of stuff can happen in 10 years.
Facts.
You feel me? A lot of stuff did happen in 10 years.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I grew the beard out, shaved the locks.
Stop dyeing it with the cocoa bean oil. and
Yeah,
shit,
stop dyeing the beard. That's another thing. Well, I'm not gonna lie, bro. The dyeing of the beard, I had a pro tip. Where somebody, I'm not gonna say no names, but a certain somebody was like, yo, you should stop dyeing your beard. Yeah. Somebody who's very attentive, of that persuasion. Hey, stop dyeing your beard. Let's see what that looks like. And I did. And ever since then, it's been a hit.
There you go, bro.
It's been a hit.
There you go.
So, you got to take.
DM stay lit.
No, sir, they do not. Listen, let's stop this nonsense right now. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. All right. There's no DMs. My DMs are not popping. They ain't lit. They not doing none of that, bro.
Yeah.
That's at Julius from Earth
Yes.
at Twitter.
Man. So,
Julius
but
from-
Julius from Earth on Facebook.
on Facebook. Where was I going? Oh, all right, Twitter, social media. Yeah, it's time to take a little hiatus. I know I probably said this last year, the year before that as well,
Yeah.
but it's time for a hiatus, yo. B, you posted something recently about like the biggest barrier to black love is black people or something like that, something along those lines.
Oh yeah, I did say that, didn't I?
And
The what now?
I think
the biggest detriment.
I think I said the biggest detriment to black love is black people.
Oof,
Yeah.
that's
And so,
profound.
all right, so
I like that.
we can get into that, but really what I want to talk about is just the negativity that people throw out on social media, on Twitter specifically.
Yeah.
It's getting a little bit too much to see and scroll. And I know that, I got a certain feed and certain algorithms and everything like that, but it's really not worth it, man. If you're already kind of on the brink on like with mental health, IEB over here talking about the purge. It's not healthy. It's not healthy to be on this like the amount of time, especially working from home or whatever. You have extra time to be on this stuff,
Yeah.
and you have to really take into account like your well-being.
Yeah.
But social media, the negativity that comes with it, not just between men and women, but it's like white and black, poor and rich. It's just like every dichotomy of like people who are
I don't think I've ever seen anything with poor and rich.
Well,
I mean, like even like I don't think the rich even have the time to even care.
that's because they get paid to do they get paid to do social media.
But even then, it's like
and they don't do it. Like I think that that's probably I want to take a page out of their book, right? I like to take some money out of their pocket too, but take a page out of their book and say like it's time to take a step back from it and just go outside, just log off, go outside. Like that's
I recently decided I was going to start muting people on my timeline. Specifically, I'm getting tired of all the man hate.
yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I was just like, listen, people are entitled to feel how they feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're entitled, and I get it. Everybody got different backgrounds or situations or experiences or whatever. But like, I don't want to hear about it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, listen, because like you feel like it's almost like you're almost going to be triggered. You have to stop yourself, or at least for me, I will speak for myself. It's like I got to stop myself from like responding to people who are like, "Yo, men should not even like why they shouldn't even breathe air."
Right.
Like when I see stuff like that, I'm like, "Yo, man, I don't want to go into a back and forth with some 21-year-old chick who thinks she got the world figured out." Like I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But it's getting to that point.
Yeah.
It's getting to that point.
Yeah, I don't want to. I try. Y'all gonna laugh. I tried to live in positivity. Purge or no purge.
Let me put that in notes. He tried to live.
I try to be a very positive person. You know what I'm saying?
Do you?
I do.
Listen, that's not the end of the journey for the purge.
Go ahead, yo, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Bro, his threshold for patience, his patience is like 0.5 seconds.
0.5, that's too much.
He's like, yo, I'm peaceful. Yo, what the?
That's
he
probably
sees it
accurate.
and that's it, bro.
That's probably accurate. So I try to stay around positive stuff and positive energy. You know what I'm saying? Because negativity really upsets me. You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like when I'm scrolling through and it's like, and I might follow somebody because you said something interesting in the past or whatever. But then like as I scroll through and I'm like, man, this is just negativity on negativity on negativity. Like at that point, I just gotta hit the block button, man.
Yeah, gotta hit that mute.
I gotta do it.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? It's like all that negativity we're talking about on Twitter and the feeds, male bashing and things like that. It's like they still settle for the same type of dude they're talking about.
I don't know that for certain.
I do.
Listen, I don't know that.
You can't.
I don't know none of these people. That's what I'm saying.
It makes sense. Like, because like you know what you know, right? You know what you know. If you had good experiences, guess what you're not doing? What they're doing. And that's what I'm saying. So you typically over and over figure out at some point, it's like, it's not a us thing. It's like the people you're choosing.
I think, I really truly think that it's like it really is an attempt to just like trigger people into getting conversation.
Right. No, that's exactly what it is.
Because negativity spreads faster than anything positive, right?
Yeah.
But you know who's not paying attention to that shit? Most of us who don't give a shit. It's like you just messing with the same type of dude, bro. Like, what you coming at me for?
It's really that could be the case. That very well may be the case, right? Well, but like I'm saying, for somebody like me, who I'm on there, especially now, like I'm really on these social media platforms, truly for networking purposes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need any jokes. Networking purposes.
I bet.
Right? I'm trying to grow a podcast.
OnlyFans just $3.
I'm trying to
network them BBLs.
I'm trying to grow a brand. I'm trying to grow Julius from Earth and the From Earth podcast.
When are we getting our shirts?
I'm really trying to. I have an update for you.
Cool.
I'm really trying to get this thing off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so what I'm probably going to have to do is, start from scratch, reset my algorithms. I'm probably going to have to go through and just get rid of or block some of the
BBLs.
Yeah. Yes. Some of the people that I started following for the wrong reasons.
Right.
Maybe that's where I need to start.
I think
maybe I need to go through and do an internal look at myself.
Maybe you do.
And say, why are you following these people?
But why are you not following their friends?
Maybe that's what I need to do, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we'll start there. But for my social media hiatus, break. I'll probably do that, and that's where I'll start.
How long is your hiatus?
As long as it's going to need to be.
He ain't taking a hiatus, bro.
As long as it needs to be.
He ain't taking a hiatus.
Like, what do you think? 2 weeks, maybe?
Not even that. He'll make it like 3.
3
days.
3 days.
If that.
Bro.
If that.
Who is keeping Arby's in business?
I don't know.
Who is keeping Arby's in business?
Have you had the gyro from Arby's?
Bro, don't please tell me you're not going to Arby's, bro.
Yo,
Like my thing is, all right, so
curly fries,
Joe, I mean,
All right, no
dog,
cap. Yeah,
their-
curly
their-
fries be legit.
Jamocha shake.
Their tagline is
We
we have the
meats.
meats. Pause.
Of all the people who go be,
Yo, for real. We have the meats.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm a mature grown man. You know what I'm
putting the
saying?
meats in your mouth is not an
Yo,
issue.
please.
I got it.
For real, fam. Yo, we have the meats.
Toxic
B's like,
masculinity.
oh, word?
Word? That's intriguing.
Let me get a
Masculinity.
double.
See, y'all the men that they be talking about
No,
on
no,
Twitter.
no,
yo.
yo,
Y'all are the men that they be
Y'all
talking
got the
about.
roast beef with the dipping sauce? Yo, bring that here, fam.
You have the long
The
roll?
au jus?
What size your rolls?
Be pulling up in the Beamer like, yo, super sized.
See, we know where my purge is starting. This shit starting right here. Airing both of these dudes out.
Yo,
Well, this is delicious.
yo, I only said that because, yo, Arby's, like the group that owns Arby's was like the Inspire Group or whatever.
Yeah, Inspire Brands. Yeah.
Right.
Inspire Brands, bro. They out like they own Buffalo Wild Wings,
Sonic, I think.
Sonic, yeah. Yo, like they like where are they getting this money from, fam? First of all, Buffalo Wild Wings. I ain't sponsored, so I can say this. Y'all wings is trash.
Trash.
Straight
Extra
trash.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know what? Because there's a lot. You gotta think about we're lucky to live where we live, bro.
Yeah,
We have a lot of good food
Yeah.
facts.
around here that
facts.
like
Facts.
you know, cheesesteaks, wings,
Yeah.
pizza, all of that kind of like those type of things. Like we have those here. Like I don't know if they have that in Kansas, bro.
Well, then that's where they need to
You-
put them.
You see what I'm saying? So like
Take these.
maybe
take
out
these,
there, yeah, they like that Buffalo Wild Wings type shit.
These
Like,
joints are subpar out here, bro.
Buffalo Wild Wings is
you're
garbage.
competing, and now we got like the private wing spot, like the Wing Kitchen
One kitchen. Oh,
out Glassboro.
best donut ever, bro.
Fam, like when you got places that specialize in this stuff,
yeah,
you can't be putting out a subpar product. I know
No.
I'm talking to a major corporation.
Shout out to Tim Witcher.
Yeah, shout out to Tim Witcher, yo, Wing Kitchen. If y'all in Jersey or whatever, South Jersey, hit them up, yo.
yeah.
Banging wings, bro. But you can't, yo.
Buffalo
Arby's,
Wild Wings should have known better, bro. Like that's really all it comes down to. Like they should have known better than to put that mess here.
for real. Like,
Like-
it's so bad. Like it was when it first came around. I was like, oh, yo, that's another spot. Let's go check it
Yeah.
out.
But it's not the wings, it's the environment.
It's the environment.
It's TVs, it's drinks, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's all the stuff you watch during
Nah,
the
but
game.
I still want the wings.
Yeah,
Like
still
that,
get good wings.
that's my thing. Like I'm coming there because I still want the wings.
Yeah.
So aside from that, we think best chain is out in this area.
First world problems, right?
Right, here we are.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like I'm local, so it's a spot out here by me. I love going to PJ Willihan.
Yeah, I would say PJ's rock.
I love going to PJ Willihan's.
PJ's straight.
Wings be banging.
Yeah.
Drinks be strong.
The Korean
You
barbecue,
feel me? Like
Yeah.
chef's kiss
and
on
they
that one.
and they had a wing nights where it's like you get the half price wings.
Bro,
Yeah.
what was that spot?
And out
Greenwood?
near Camden. Yeah, Greenwood Inn.
Yo,
Yo, we found this little hole in the
Yo.
wall spot out near Camden, New Jersey. It's it's like Pensauken.
yeah, it's right in the cusp right there on the pike.
Yeah,
right
on
off
the
the pike.
Yeah, Marlton Pike. Bro, when I tell you best wings I ever had,
Yeah.
best hot and honey wings I ever had. I'm sorry. I know y'all like, what we talking about? We talking about wings. That's what we doing.
Talk about food.
I'm talking about food.
Facts.
Best hot and honey wings. You might get shot up in there. You might get stabbed. I'm not gonna say shot. You might get stabbed. You know what I mean? Somebody gonna curse you out. But you're gonna get the best wings of your life up in there.
That's all good. We just call those Tuesdays. You
Yeah,
skip
pretty
Tuesdays.
much. That's all I'm saying. Like, listen.
Sounds like we need to roll out there.
We do.
Go in there
there.
with your bulletproof vest.
Right.
Yeah.
Holla at my man at the window. Get some hot and honeys.
What did it do? Like the 10-cent ones? Or
Yes.
The yo,
Yes.
Yeah, we need to go out there, man.
good facts.
Maybe
yeah.
you can make that one of your little planned trips to keep me from purging. Jackass.
Facts. That's what we gonna do. Cause I already see the tension starting to rise.
I hate this dude,
I'm
man.
concerned.
Get this man some meat.
Yeah, get this man some meat. Fam, you all right? All right.
I'm letting him get that off. I'm letting him get that off this week. This is return week. You know what I'm saying?
What else? What else happened? Your boy Joey Biden.
Oh Jesus.
Your boy Joey Biden. Short segment.
What did he do
Oh,
now?
let's do it.
$12.7 billion worth of student loan cancellation.
Mhm.
Right? Cool. It's a nice start. 12.7 billion.
It's not enough.
I didn't.
Wait, is this
federal? These are federal student loans.
Hold up, is this something Joe Biden did, or are we talking about the Navient?
Yeah. We're talking about Navient.
Navient. Okay,
we're talking about Navient. So this was that's a loan provider.
Yeah.
That was out here giving loans to everybody.
Yeah.
Like you can get a student loan. You can get a student loan. Everybody can get a student loan. On people who just couldn't show proof that they could pay it back. Right. 12.7 billion. Like I said, cool. We don't have to stay on this topic too long. You already know where I stand on it.
Cancel all that shit.
Cancel all student loans.
Cancel all of it.
I don't care if you're one of these people who's like, oh, you should pay your debts. Holla at me, see me, fight me. I don't care. Cancel. I'm not the only one with student loan debt. You feel me? Like there's mad people out here.
Yeah.
The student loan deficit is like $1.7 trillion.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. Come on.
So here's a question for you guys.
Yeah, let's get it.
Education.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say specific to the field that you're in, do you think education should be free?
I think free is a strong word.
Now, again, particular to the field that you're in. So, like, doctors need equipment, things of that nature. I get that. But I'm just saying, in general speaking.
I think that there has to be some way to weight the cost. Like, I'm not mad at the cost, right? You're learning from people that are professionals that have, in theory, spent a lifetime learning about what they're trying to teach you, right? That alone should have a cost and a wage appropriate to it of itself.
A value.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But the value, the cost of what we're paying for school far outstrips, I think, the value of the information that you get. So, like, you could be somebody in an industry for 40 years, right? But if you were teaching somebody that industry, but that industry only pays somebody $40,000 a year, how do you charge somebody $100,000 for the education of it?
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I think that's where the problem is. So when you start talking about like doctors, lawyers, things like that, where the wage is higher, then the cost of getting the information for that should also be higher.
Because I'm looking at, like, if you go to a public school, right, your education is free.
Right.
Your meals are sometimes provided for based on certain programs that are involved with that.
Sure.
Parochial schools, even some of those programs are still involved where they're free access, but the tuition itself is paid for.
Yeah.
Why are we not keeping that energy? Like, college is the time where it's like, okay, now you got to pay for your shit.
Right.
And it's still at the same levels of what you learn, because a lot of times you could take college courses in school, in high school.
Absolutely.
And still have access to the same curriculum.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So that's it. For me, it's like, okay, if we can do this in the earlier stages of adulthood, in high school, why do I not have to pay for that same thing that I was already getting in high school?
Right.
As far as access, And now, again, the tax-paying dollar is ridiculously high as far as what we spend on.
I was going to say, I think that's kind of where you run into the issue, right? Like B was just saying, if I'm going to school to become a doctor or an attorney or something like that, the information is vital, but the return on the investment,
right,
is worthwhile.
Right.
It's worth what I'm paying to go to school.
Right.
For that information, right? If I'm going to 4 years of undergrad school to be a social worker, and that's no slight on social workers. I'm just saying, like, you're getting a dearth and a plethora of information.
Right.
Yeah.
But the social work field is notoriously underpaid.
Exactly.
Right.
You feel me?
Exactly.
So in that instance, why I can't pay the same, or I shouldn't pay the same amount for people who are in school to become for pre-med, or pre-law or whatever. You know what I mean?
Because you're not even paying technically for the education; you're just paying for access.
You're just paying for the access.
Like, everybody across the board pay the same thing.
The other part of it is too the cost of tuition, room and board, and all this stuff for higher education continues to go up every single year.
Yeah.
Right, the cost goes up every single year.
Zero cap, bro.
Yeah, and then like the cost of living, the salary, the wage, like it doesn't match the rate that the cost is going up for the education. That's the issue, right? So we talked about this early on when we started the pod. It's like where does the responsibility lie for people who are seeking higher education for degrees and stuff that they can
Right.
use in a professional career. We talked about that.
Right.
Is it on the parents to raise up kids to say like, hey, maybe go 2 years of technical school or something first, or
Trade schools kind of things.
trade school, or go to community college. Like, yeah, we can have that discussion. But overall, in general, what we're talking about right now, we talked about this before, is you have a whole generation of people right now who are burdened, hampered by student loan debt.
Yeah.
That you can, with the push of a button,
Yeah.
with the snap of a finger, like Thanos, it can be gone. Like, let's get it done. Let's get it reset. And
I mean, here's what it comes down. Like, here's the problem, right? Because it's not necessarily the lender's fault that we took these loans, right? So I understand it on that end, but at the same time, when everyone, every job tells you, oh, well, you need this degree, you need this degree, you need this degree to get the job, to pay your bills, da 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 da. If you were a business, as a business owner, would you spend 50% more capital for an additional 5% return on your investment?
you would not.
And that is basically the rising cost of college
Right.
versus the rise of income for somebody with a college degree over the last 20 years, right? Your schooling costs you about 50% more. People with a degree are making about 5% more over that time frame, right? No one would tell you that's a good investment.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? No financial manager would tell you that's a good investment.
Right.
And yet that's the expectation. But then, so this is tinfoil hat conspiracy B talking, right? Then you have to think about who's telling you you have to do this, right? You say, okay, well, the businesses are telling you that. Businesses, government is telling you that. They're saying, oh, get educated, get a degree, da 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 da.
Are they?
Yes.
Are they?
They absolutely are.
Yo,
I don't know.
Look, go on LinkedIn
A lot of-
or
a lot of-
monster.com
listen,
and look at the
so-
prerequisites.
I'm being real.
A lot of fields require.
Right. They require on. But here's the thing: they don't even check it.
It doesn't matter.
They don't.
You have to
because
have
a lot
the
of
paper.
times some of these spots will say you need a high school diploma, right, or GED equivalent.
Mhm.
And there's people that I personally know who don't have either, who've gotten that exact
I
job.
imagine that
advertised
if a job says I need a doctorate and I just put down that I have a
There-
doctorate,
I mean, with respect-
someone's
Yeah.
checking.
Exactly.
for. I get
Even-
that.
even-
but I'm
even-
saying
even a
but
master's,
a lot of this
even
is
a
just more or
master's
less
degree.
kind of the assumed responsibility of the party that they're going to come correct.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like most of these people are not really going. And again, with respect to what field you're going into, obviously there's going to be background checks and things of that nature. You can't go to the FBI talking about I have 6 years, include my master's,
I might
and the whole
try it.
nine.
I might
you know?
try it.
I mean, you might get in.
I
I'm not
might-
gonna-
I might try
listen,
it.
I may not be
YOLO.
an FBI agent. That's all I'm saying. But, I'm just saying. but what I'm saying is, a lot of these companies that advertise that they're requiring a certain level of education
Mm-hmm.
don't even check for what they're asking for. And the only reason I'm saying that is because, again, I know somebody who is exactly
You
that
snitching
example.
right now, bro?
No.
Dry
You
snitching.
snitching right now?
No snitches.
Dry snitching.
Man,
You know.
you trying to get this person?
I'm just dry snitching that it's flawed.
I mean, it might.
It's flawed.
Perhaps there is a scenario where that happens. I would venture to say that most of the time, I think they probably check. If they're degree seeking, if they're saying you need a degree. Now, obviously, requirements can change based on the candidate, right?
course.
So the person you're speaking about might have just been a phenomenal candidate and had other knowledge or something like that they walked into the interview with that they said we can't pass up on this person,
Right.
right? We're hire the person, teach the skill type of bullshit that they talk about. But in general, these places are asking you to have degrees, right? Why is that? Because they know you're going to spend money. What happens then? You're in debt.
You're
what
in debt.
can't you do
Mhm.
when you're in debt?
Correct.
Stop
working.
working.
Absolutely.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying? The American dream is equatable to keeping you in debt,
Absolutely.
bro.
That's also, listen, and this is not a conspiracy. We don't have to stay here, but this is also the reason why I truly believe that here in America we do not have universal health care,
Right.
right? Because they lock you
Yeah.
in. They lock you into healthcare plans through your employer
Yeah.
Yes.
that essentially make you dependent.
Yes.
You feel me? They make you dependent because if you
Mhm.
didn't, if it was just automatic,
Right.
you could be free and clear to be an independent contractor,
Yeah.
to come and go as you please, to move about, to do different things, right?
Think
I mean,
about
you
how
can-
many. Think about how many people older. Think about how many older people you've worked with in your working career in your life, right? And how many of them say things like, "Man, I'm just here for the benefits."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts, yeah.
They've retired from the military or something like that, or whatever they've done in life. They put in their 20 years,
Yeah.
and now they're just like, I'm just here for the benefits now.
Yeah, That's kind of how it goes.
And so when we're looking at when people are looking at the jobs numbers now, I think I mentioned this a couple weeks ago on the pod. A lot of that number is people who are retiring who are not coming back to the job market.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's where they're seeing the biggest loss of people. And so you take that same thing, people who are working for the benefits, if they don't have to work for the benefits anymore, how many people does that pull out of the job market?
Yeah.
Right. So the industry is basically making their bones and making their money off of the super young people that they can trick into working a shit ton of hours for no money, and the super old people that will just show up for the benefits and do whatever for
and to get out of the house,
right? For no fucking money.
Yeah.
And everybody in between that's trying to make a life, start a family, pay your bills and all that kind of stuff, getting the short end of the stick.
Yeah, that's why they all podcasting and YouTubing now.
Exactly. Exactly.
Talk about Arby's.
Yeah. This is what we do.
I'm going to Arby's tomorrow. Fuck you.
I know you are, because they have the meats.
I don't understand. Why does everyone hate Arby's though?
We have the meats.
Who cares about their slogan,
bro? That is the most sus slogan.
What is it? You homophobe? What is it? What's going on? You feel like their slogan's a little homosexual for you? Is that what you're saying?
Get the long roll.
Terrible.
Yo, we're children, bro. We really are children.
You are.
This is what happens when SO misses a couple of weeks.
I love both of you.
Terrible.
All right. So we're off the serious stuff, right? Last topic of the night.
Yeah.
From what I'm thinking. When is the last time either one of you has received flowers?
Jesus Christ.
Wait, we took like the
physical, actual plants.
Wow.
From someone else, or that I planted myself?
No, not that you planted yourself.
Oh, okay.
Like as a thank you, as a I'm thinking of you, as a I appreciate you gift.
I don't know. Is that something men want? Do men want flowers?
Let's get into it.
You actually want flowers?
Let's get into
Men want recognition.
Recognition, yes, but flowers.
So let's talk about. Go ahead.
All right. So like I said, men want recognition.
Yes.
However that may be.
Mm-hmm.
We're not particular to what we really want when it comes to being recognized. As long as somebody takes the time to do something for us to make us feel valued, we're reciprocating with that.
It's always assumed, this is where I'm going to jump in. It's always assumed that as a thank you for whatever, men are expecting some type of sexual act. Some type of sexual
in some aspects, yeah.
Right.
That's the assumption.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a good one.
Yeah, most times it's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
Most times it's not wrong. But I will say this. What does the act of giving flowers symbolize? In my personal opinion, I'll answer first. In my personal opinion, the act of giving flowers is an appreciation. I'm thinking of you. This represents the beauty that you've added to my life, the value that you've added to my life.
Right.
That's kind of what the symbolism of giving flowers.
Right.
In my personal opinion.
Let's even go deeper than that. Like, what do men receive, excluding sexual acts for the most part? Like, what is it that you would take as an acceptable?
Yeah, because I don't really want flowers. Like,
no, and that's fine.
Just keep it real.
But like, as a guy, listen, if you're not handing me money or from somebody I'm close to, no, but that's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. Like, those are the only two acceptable type of receipts that we'll take.
Nah, I don't think that's true.
Where you at with it then?
I don't think that's true. I think
because you don't want flowers.
I don't want flowers, but I'm a very utilitarian person, right? As far as what I spend my money on, the things that I need versus the things that I want, stuff like that, right? But there are certain things that I like and things that I would like to have.
9 milli shells.
Exactly.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, you want to bring me some curly fries? I take curly fries over flowers.
He wants a double roast beef with the au jus.
Such a homophobe.
On the long roll.
They even come on rolls? What is wrong with y'all? Listen,
I don't know. Go ahead.
My point in saying that is though, like, I think recognition is key, and that I think is missing for a lot of dudes, right? Like, I'd take a $20 Best Buy card over flowers because I can find something at Best Buy for $20, but I like electronics.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like I'm
but
sure for you.
So if somebody gave, I mean, with respect, like if somebody just who was close to you said, look, I mean, obviously we're the opposite sex in that kind of sentiment to be reciprocated or received, rather, excuse me. But if she gave you, flowers saying thank you for what you do, like, I think as men we don't allow ourselves to feel in some aspects of the appreciation and the value behind that. Because that Best Buy gift card, I think, is just kind of one of the tangible things. You buy it, you use it, you put it aside, and that's the end of it. I think that the thoughtfulness of going against what you're used to hits differently.
So here's what it is for me. You're right. It is great for when people are thoughtful and think of you. But for me, if you know me, you know I'm a technology person and I'm an electronic person, right? Those are the things that I like.
Well, and they would know that.
Right, exactly.
But-
so I'm not a flower person.
No, but that's
You see-
that's
you
why
see
it
what I'm saying?
challenges. That's why it challenges who you are.
I don't want them to challenge who I am when they're
Not-
recognizing me for
not
doing
who
something.
you are. What I'm saying is
If you're
basically,
going to recognize and
it's like
celebrate
I
me,
know this
celebrate
is
me the way
what
I
he
wanna be
would
celebrated.
expect. This is what he would expect. My gift would mean the same thing if your homie right here gave it to you or some chick on the street gave it to you.
First of all, bro, somebody sent you some hydrangeas. You ain't gonna be like, yo, this is cool.
Nah, I'm gonna plant them, but that's about it.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
like-
saying?
But
Like-
you get to see them joints grow year after year.
Yeah,
It's a
but now I
reminder,
gotta
bro.
keep them alive. You understand? Like now,
we had this conversation. We had this conversation on
Now
Sunday.
I'm learning horticulture
We,
and shit.
No, but yeah, right. We had this conversation on Sunday, bro. When during the playoff game.
yeah.
Yo, there's a benefit of being able to show that you
No,
can keep something alive,
You're
fam.
right, but we're
It's
we're
like having a
talking about
puppy.
but we're talking about we're talking about somebody appreciating you for something you did, right? So if somebody's going to appreciate you, celebrate you, shouldn't you get something that you want that brings you consistent joy for what you want?
I never said it was for something you did. It could just be just like a I'm thinking of you type of thing.
Personally,
Cool.
no.
If it was just like a random you just randomly got flowers.
I look at the thought behind it.
I'm not even
in
trying to be
this kind of
funny. I'm not even
No,
trying to
I
be
hear
funny.
you. I
Just somebody just randomly sent you some. You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying, and
Yeah.
I'm not inherently disagreeing with you in general. What I'm saying is, for me, I would appreciate the gift.
Yeah.
I would appreciate the thought, and then I'd be like, shit, I don't own a vase. What am I going to do with these flowers?
See,
now?
you've been on TikTok too long. I mean, you've been on Twitter too long.
What do you mean? I
been on
don't
Twitter. You
own a
get,
vase.
you get some flowers. You like, yo, why ain't get a vase with these flowers?
I really
See,
don't own a vase though.
That's
Like,
Twitter. That's Twitter philosophy.
Oh my
I'm
God.
messing with you, bro. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
I'm being for real.
No, go
right?
ahead.
I don't own a vase.
Yeah.
Right. And anyone who knows me knows I don't own a vase.
I got you covered.
Bro, you got an empty you got an empty Pierre Patois bottle,
Facts.
bro. That's good enough.
I mean, I probably do. But that's not the point. That's not the point. When you buy your girl something, when you buy your lady something, does she or does she not want something that is targeted specifically for her, something that she would enjoy,
Not true.
that
no.
she wants?
No.
You know what I've heard?
That's not true.
I've heard that women like receiving flowers.
They definitely do like receiving flowers.
Listen,
what
women
I've heard.
like to be challenged just as much as men do in some aspects. Like if you're buying them something,
I'm bringing the expert into the
listen,
conversation.
I'm telling
I mean,
you.
he's 2 threesomes in, so yeah, we should listen.
Yeah, we don't have to relive that. we really don't have to. We really don't have to discuss that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to advise against you speaking
I'm
about
not talking
anything that's going to
anything.
incriminate yourself.
Nope.
All right.
It's
This is-
2022.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm a new man.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
I'm receiving flowers and giving them.
COVID did
let's
that
get
shit.
All right, Kobe did that shit.
Yeah, he was on the
Yeah.
brink
Covid
of death.
that shit.
Now he wants flowers and
Brick,
shit.
brick of death with sniffles.
Look at him.
Look at this.
But
New
anyway,
man now.
listen, men and women, well, excuse me, women specifically, like there's women in the past that I've known, or currently for that matter, that would not, says that they don't wear this certain thing,
Mhm.
right? And then I was like, okay, fine. That's what her perception is because she's never purchased anything for that because she couldn't see herself doing that.
Right.
So the first thing I did was buy exactly what she didn't like. She loves it now. And now that's kind of where she is with what she's buying. You know, but I mean, it just changes the style.
I didn't know this was going in this
Listen,
direction.
what I'm saying is,
Yo, I'm going to buy her exactly what she said not to buy her.
Exactly.
but
the thing she
listen,
told me she
a lot
didn't
of
want.
times we are, again, it comes down to, and this is kind of like my mantra for 2022 is like, you know what you know.
That's the most narcissistic shit you have
It's
ever
not, bro.
said,
Bro.
bro.
He wants to meet.
Listen.
You doing the opposite of what
listen,
people say to do.
listen. Exactly.
Fam, what is happening here? We are
Bro,
toxic.
listen.
This
So-
is a toxic work
All
environment.
right, right. So, of course, it's toxic. First of all, we should lead with that. That is what we do.
Narcissist.
High functioning.
I know what's best for you, bitch.
I know what's best.
You gonna take this shit and like it. Fuck out of here.
I know better than you.
What your fucking wants and needs.
One for
Fuck
one.
that.
But no, what I'm saying basically is a lot of times we, like, if someone says, if I know what I'm used to, which I know what I'm used to, right, and you come with something that I'm not used to, like Reka.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I would have never said, nah, I don't fuck with that. I don't even know what it is. I don't care. Blah, blah, blah. Goose is my shit. You come with Reka, I'm like, yo, Reka's that shit. It's
Mhm.
just one of those things like you have to push past what you think you know.
Here's the thing. I know you like vodka.
I get it.
You see what I'm saying? So I got you a vodka.
So
that's what I'm trying to say.
we
bro.
like admiration.
Narcissist.
Yeah, I was about to say what?
We like admiration.
Narcissist.
We
All right,
love
go
people telling us how good we do what we do.
Do we?
We do.
Who is this we?
Him.
French motherfucker over here. We.
Shower me.
Shower
Right,
me.
exactly.
Say that.
Tell us more about this admiration.
But what I'm saying is, so in that aspect, it's like, okay, I know this person likes to be acknowledged.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they're used to getting these types of things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's what everybody knows this person to do. Let me
Do the opposite.
do something that's different from what he's used to doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because
stand
regardless
out.
of how you may perceive, you understand this person knows you, like you said, they know you.
Right.
But they're like, I want to do something different that you would probably look in a different light. You're not gonna turn and say, what the hell is this? Why'd you get this?
See, I think there's a time and place for that, though. That, like, this is what I'm saying. I don't think you're wrong in that perspective to try new things, right? You're definitely not wrong. Everyone should try new things, right? But I think if you are appreciating somebody or trying to show somebody some thoughtfulness of something just because of who they are, then you should get them something that exemplifies who they are.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow. Look at that. Look. He's not.
Yeah, but
wrong.
I mean, again,
He
like,
ain't wrong, bro.
he's not wrong. But at the same point, it's like,
Oh, but when I wanted to purge, I was wrong.
but no, but
Yes, you were.
So listen.
I stand on that.
So, not to tie it into like education, but this is the metaphor I'll make, or simply, right? It's like you learn a certain level of education,
Mm-hmm.
and you can say, "I know this. This is what exemplifies me in my career."
Right.
Someone comes and says, "Listen, there's a better way to do that."
You a professor now?
You know what I'm saying? And now you're looking at it from like,
Professor,
well,
that's
no. Everybody
That's the
knows
title,
this
Professor
is
Esso.
what made me do what I do. I'm successful at what I do. This is what exemplifies my career.
Right.
Everything that I attribute my life to is right here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need what you're going to offer me.
Okay.
This person's like, trust me. When you see it, when you do it, it may hit you awkward at first because you're not used to it,
Right.
but it will save you time in how you're doing what you're currently doing.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Now, again, in context, we are going to have to allow ourselves at some point to grow past what we're comfortable with.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Until we reach new comfort levels.
We're not disagreeing. I think the only thing
Right.
we're disagreeing on is the timing.
Well, that could be
in the situation of when to push boundaries and when to give, for the sake of giving for something that you think someone will enjoy and recognize they're getting this because you're recognizing them.
Well, one thing him and I have been taught is you cannot nullify what somebody gives you.
Right.
So with that being said, it could be somebody giving their very last, but you're not even understanding that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? And in the example, let's just say, you know what, this is all I can afford. Yeah, I know you want that, Mac or whatnot, but this is all I can give you. This is the best version of what I can give you.
Sure. Absolutely.
And in this case, it's flowers.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So the value for that person normally would not be your perceived value until you recognize the situation they're in.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow. Yo, how we get profound from B has the meats? How did this happen? How did this happen? The purge, B has the meats, to profound.
Profound.
For real though.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna slap a whole lot of people as soon as this camera off. Yeah.
Yo, that was.
It's gonna get rowdy in here.
He wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight.
Oh my
So
god.
that's why I would say specifically, me personally speaking, if someone gives me flowers, I'm looking at it as a different value
Yeah.
of what that means to that person and how they perceive it for me.
Sure.
Not necessarily what I like. You know what I'm saying? It's just more like,
Absolutely.
I understand that this is what it is coming from you.
No, and it's always like whenever anyone shows you appreciation, it's always appreciated, right?
Mm-hmm.
My only thing was if you had the option of flowers or something else, knowing that I'm not a flower person, I'd probably go with the something else.
Give B a
No,
Best
no,
Buy
people
gift
will
card.
do
But
that.
if that's what you had, right? If that's what you had and that's what you gave because that is what you had, of course I'm going to appreciate
Right.
that. Because you're acknowledging me.
So I know for birthday and for Christmas, B wants a Best Buy gift card.
Hell yeah.
Bro, this Nico's getting flowers.
Nigga, if you give me flowers, bro, we are
SO wants the exact opposite of whatever he tells
Whatever
you.
I want.
Exactly. He wants the opposite. Yo, y'all
I
can
want
send
some
me-
Wrangler
y'all can send me
jeans.
some
I was about to
flowers.
say, I'm gonna get him some jorts.
Give some
Yeah,
shorts.
right.
Yes, give me some shorts.
I thought for a second, I
Yes.
thought you were gonna say Jordans. I was gonna say word.
That's the same thing, bro.
I'll get him some
I look on
jorts.
them both the same way.
Yo, send me some
Chuck Taylors.
Send me some flowers. I appreciate some flowers. I don't care what these two say. Send me some flowers. I appreciate that.
Yeah, matter of fact, slide in his DMs and let him know.
Yep.
Do not slide on my DMs.
If you're not already there.
Get the information.
Do not keep it on the timeline.
If you're not already there.
Keep it on the timeline.
Yeah.
Nobody's there.
Julius-
Fam, can we knock this off, please?
Julius or Mirth.
Knock
Facebook.
it off, please. Do you have anything to end with this episode?
I was just gonna say keeping on timeline is very player. So yeah, hit him up on the timeline to get his information for where you can send him the flowers.
Ain't
If
no
not, check me out, Black Crown Royal. I'll send you the information for him. Got it.
Absolutely.
Got you.
At B Davis Project, I hooked you up.
You can catch B Davis at Arby's, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah,
There you
He
go.
will be there.
yeah.
B has the meats.
But no cap, those fries are legit. I ain't gonna front.
That's what I'm
Them
talking
fries
about,
are
man.
legit. But anyway,
All right.
that's what I meant.
The From Earth podcast on YouTube. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tapping in. As far as the podcast listeners, thank you guys too. I appreciate you. I'm talking to my friends right now. Real quick, I'm gonna close out. For my friends that listen in or watch the podcast, y'all tell me in person that you watch, that you listen, and you give me examples. You let me know that you're here. I'm gonna need your support. I'm gonna need your support to be just as loud on my public forums as they are with me
On
face
the
to face.
timeline, niggas.
Yo,
Get on the timeline.
like, subscribe, share, please. I'm trying to grow a brand here. I
Facts.
appreciate you guys. All right, the three of us are here. We're
Yeah.
not doing this every week just for our health. This is not healthy. We drink every single week.
Yeah, we do.
All right. But we do appreciate each and every one of you guys tapping in. As I say every single week, the details to the episode, our social media handles are in the description.
Yeah.
If it's on YouTube, it's in the description. On whatever platform you're listening to the podcast on, click on the info tab, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. It's in there. I promise you, I put social media handles in there every single week. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for tapping in. I ain't got nothing else, so this is Julius from Earth signing out. Peace.